Hey guys, welcome to another episode of At G-Site. And today we're gonna cover Dredd 3D! Yeah!
So, I guess most people remember the...
Not really, man.
Dude,
It's been 17 fucking years!
17 years now, right?
It's been 17 years!
Holy.
1995.
Yeah.
So,
that was a lot.
so really, everyone thought, I think by this time a lot of people thought that, okay, it's been 17 years.
Maybe now it's time to react.
You know, the bad taste of the Sylvester Stallone movie.
Armand Asante movie.
Yeah,
Max
Rob
von
Schneider
Sydow, yeah.
has been removed. It's been 17 years.
Had one good thing. He's a damn man.
That's true.
No.
That's true. Was she Anderson there too?
Yeah, she was Anderson there too, but she wasn't as young as Olivia Thirlby in
Right.
this. So, with the version that we watched just now, the most.
Although we
recent-
should like give an intro for people who don't know who Dredd is.
Okay, Judge Dredd is a British
Creation.
comic creation. He appeared in 2000 AD,
Yeah.
which is an iconic British comic.
Written by John Wagner,
Yeah.
drawn by Carlos Escudera, something like that.
Yeah.
Escudera.
And one of the people who's made the most impact with him is basically Simon Bisley.
Right,
Simon
right,
Bisley,
right.
who's done
Yeah.
a lot of landmark stuff with Logo.
Yeah, and he did. There's even a Batman.
Batman Dredd, I had
team
that
up.
way back when.
Yeah.
Just lost somewhere in the air. Anyway, so he's an iconic character. It's always post-apocalyptic world and shit has happened, and that's why Dredd has been so popular. He's really a British creation.
Right.
Although in the movies that we've seen, he's always speaking with an American accent.
Yeah, even actually.
They set him in the U.S.
Yeah, I think they also do it in the comic as well.
Right. So it's the setting is Mega City 1, which is an amalgamation of these different cities already.
Right.
In the USA, it's walled up. They still call it the Cursed Earth.
Yeah, the desolated, radiated background.
Yeah, but in the original movie, that's what I liked about the narration in the original movie. It had James Earl Jones, and he called it the Cursed Earth. the Cursed Earth. Here it's just Carl Urban doing the narration. So Dredd is part of the Department of Justice, and they're
Hall of Justice.
The Hall of
Oh, I
Justice.
think it's Super Friends.
So here they are the law. Judge, jury, executioner, they're it.
Yeah.
And in this story, Dredd ends up going into this apartment complex called Peach Trees.
Yeah,
He-
gigantic.
It's 200 floors. Yeah. But at the same time, he's been tasked to monitor this rookie judge wannabe named Anderson.
Yeah,
Who's
psychic.
apparently
Yeah.
psychic. She's a mutant. So when they enter the Peach Trees complex, they had to deal with the murder of some unscrupulous elements being run by a gang known as Mama's Gang, because they're run by Mama, Madeline Madrigal, who was a former hooker played by Lena Headey.
From Game of Thrones.
From Game of Thrones and from 300 and Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. And so there it's up to Dredd and Anderson to go through Peach Trees while the whole of Mama's Gang is going after
Out to
them.
get him, yeah.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, this is like for me the most badass movie I've seen. One of the most badass movies.
One of the
One of
most
the
badass movies I've
most
seen.
badass movies.
Violence and graphic nature.
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. And and it just had that attitude. You know, I guess it's partly because of the music. I like the music here. It was just and of course you got Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Doing like I'd say for the year the best scowl of the year. Man, that was amazing.
Considering all you see is this.
Yeah, and it's an amazing scowl.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do
Basically,
it.
it's a reverse Tom Hardy in Bane. Because in Bane, this is what you see. Only the eyes.
Yeah.
And here, this is all you see.
Right.
So it's like a reverse thing.
Exactly, and he does the one thing that the Stallone Judge Dredd did, and this one didn't do. He didn't take off the helmet.
Never.
That's like a key. It's a cardinal rule you do not break for a Judge Dredd comic book.
Yep.
You do not show the guy underneath.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I have female friends who are crushing on Carl Urban for some time now, since
Lord of the Rings.
Star Trek, and since Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
and even in Red and some of the movies, you know.
Yeah.
But here, forget looking for his pretty face. All you're gonna see is this, but he still brings the the heavy, the gravitas. You know,
Yeah, the
and
attitude.
it brings the attitude of,
Yeah,
of Dredd.
Yeah, exactly. And he doesn't seem, unlike, again, the Stallone version.
Sly, we love you, but
Nah,
Nah.
you were not good there.
yeah.
The guy, you know, he, even despite the helmet and everything, I mean, you could tell he was acting.
Yeah.
There was like, you know, there was more, there was like, but I could sense there's a depth to the character.
Yeah, because there are times when he's kind of surprised by something that Anderson does, where he just does a pause.
Yeah.
Pause is enough.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
acting already.
Yeah.
You know?
And he pulled it off just fine. I think for me, he is the definitive Judge Dredd for
Yeah.
me. Definitely.
And of course, with Lena Headey, you know what you're getting. You know you're gonna get a beautiful woman who's a very good actress who always plays badasses. She just plays badass women, whether it's Queen Gorgo in 300, Queen Cersei in Game of Thrones, Sarah Connor in Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. She's just always these strong women.
But here, she plays at her most psychotic.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Yeah, she's nuts.
She's
Even,
nuts,
you know, she's even I mean, you know, when you see Cersei in Game of Thrones, she's very regal.
Yeah.
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
But here, she's a psycho.
Nuts.
Yeah. So, there. Oh man, this movie just had that attitude. And I like the whole vibe throughout, and it's also helped by, you know, especially I like how Mega City 1 looked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. How do you put it, man? It's just.
Because remember in the old movie, Mega City 1, they put like buildings on top of buildings,
Right,
like
right,
the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Here it's just desolate.
Yeah.
It's mostly seen in the sunlight.
Yeah.
You know, because when you're already stuck in peach trees, everything is locked down.
Right.
So
right.
when you do see Mega City 1, it's just sand and decrepit stuff.
Yeah, I was reminded a little bit of like RoboCop to a certain extent and District 9.
Right.
You know, just in terms of surroundings.
Yeah.
Because it you know, it's supposed to be set in the future.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of very familiar urban, you know, it's a very familiar urban setting.
Yeah.
Right. And it
Because
just
he
makes
still gets to do his little bike chase there.
Yeah.